We are continuing to graph systems of inequalities. So these were the steps that we talked about on Friday. Solve each system or solve each inequality for y. Graph the first inequality, graph the second, and the solution set will be the intersection of the two shaded areas. Dash the line for greater than and for less than. Solution set will be where it is shaded 2 times, and no solution is when there is no intersection of the shaded areas. So we are going to look at this first one. I'm going to zoom in so I can see a little better. If there's a solution set, place the solution set box below in the area where the shading of both inequalities will overlap on the graph. If there's no solution set, place that box on the graph. So we have these two equations. So I do need to solve them for y. So we need to get our composition book out. And let's write on here slide 17. So this is our first example for today. So 2x plus y greater than or equal to 1. So we need to solve this for y so that we can graph it. So we would do minus 2x to both sides. So we get y is greater than or equal to negative 2x plus 1. So in order to graph this, we need to know our slope, which is negative 2, and our y-intercept is positive 1. And also this symbol is going to mean, is it solid or dashed?
Yeah, solid. Yep, solid.
Solid. And then it's greater than, so how's it going to be shaded? Up. So above. Above the line. Okay, so let's do that on this graph on the computer. Okay, so I need a point. Let's see, can I do it like this? All right, so my y-intercept is 1. So grab a point, put it on 1. And then our slope is down 2 over 1. So down 2 over 1. And then grab this solid line and put it over the 2. Points. Now, do you remember how we shaded?
Yeah, it's like something poly.
Yeah. Polyline?
Yeah, poly.
Okay, so we're shading it above. So is the left side above or the right side above? The right side. Think about your airplane arms. Tilt. Where is the top of your head? To the right. So we're going to do our polyline. Clicking all along. You click it back. Then we need to change the formatting so that it is transparent. And I have one of my old ones that's still saved on here, down here, my custom ones. So I can do it transparent in any color that you like. Okay, let's do the other line. It is x minus y is greater than or equal to -2. Subtract x on both sides. So we have negative x is greater than or equal to negative y is greater than or equal to negative x minus 2. And I had to carry down that negative, which I wanted to say y, not negative y. Yep. And what do you do with the inequality symbol anytime you divide by a negative?
Make it change.
Flip it.
Negative
Flip it. Yep. So it's y is now less than or equal to. What happens to negative x over negative 1? Yeah, it becomes positive x. Negative 2 divided by negative 1. Positive, so plus 2. Okay, so our slope, 1. Our y-intercept,
2.
it's 2. Okay, so go back over. We need 2 points. Oh, we do need to talk about how is it going to be, solid or dashed? Solid because of the or equal to there. And then less than means what? Below. So we're going to plot it on +2 because that's our y-intercept. And then go up 1 over 1. Okay, I do need to use that same line again. So I'm going to copy and paste that line because the other line we have over here is dashed and I want it to be solid. So I'm just going to copy and paste this line. And then adjust the line. And then we're shading below, right? Okay, so do your polyline. And then pick a different color. So below is more to the right on this one. I love how it looks on the slides because of the colors, how they go over the top of each other and it changes.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It kind of goes back to like elementary school when you mix 2 colors together, like what do you get?
Yeah.
I like it. So then our solution set would be here. So just drag that little square over to the solution set. So anywhere in this area is our solution. And they're both solid lines, so even on the lines is part of the solution. Okay, now get out your calculator. Clear your memory real quick, because we were doing other things in the last class. Second plus 712. I'm going to show you how to graph the system of inequalities in your calculator because it'll do it also. So go to y equals and let's put our first one in. So it was Negative 2x plus 1. We've already done where you put in a system of equations. So now what's going to be different is that we can actually shade it. So I want you to arrow over to this spot right here where it has the blue, and blue is going to change it. Like you can change the color of the line to something different. So push enter. And if you go left or right, you can change the color of the line. Okay, I'm going to keep it blue. Then go down where it says line. I want you to click through those. You click left or right and see which one do you think, because this is supposed to shade above, right?
Yes.
Which option would shade it above? The triangle that looks like it's above, right? So it's that one. Push enter. Okay, now hit graph. And see how it shades it? Isn't that cool? Okay, so once you have that, does anybody need help? Theirs didn't do it? Everybody got it? It worked? Okay, so go back to y equals, and we are going to do the second one. So the second one was x plus 2. And go back over here. This one, the line's going to be red. And then, or you can change it, doesn't matter. And this is supposed to be shaded how? How did we say? Below. So we are going to click it till it has the bottom right triangle. Push OK and hit graph. Pretty cool. Yep. So, and that's your solution set. And that's the same thing we got over here. Kind of did the same colors too. Kind of. That's how it looks anyway. All right. We're not going to fill those in. We've already done that. Let's go to slide 18. And let's do these equations. I'm going to write on here slide 18.
Same page.
No, I actually did it on the same page. I did it like that, or I split them. Yeah, same page. Slide 18 is what we're on now. And did y'all notice that's our last slide too?
Is that a test this week?
No, I changed the test. It's not going to be this week. All right, so this is our second, right? Or should we say number 1 also? Number 1 because it's the first one on slide 18 because it doesn't even have a number anyway. All right, let's just write it down. Okay, what's our slope?
2.
Okay, and what is our y-intercept? Is it going to be solid or dashed? Solid and below because of less than. Okay, go ahead and graph them. Okay, I have my line graphed. And we are shading below, so is that going to be on the left side or the right side? Below. Think about where your head would be and where your legs would be. Yeah, that's right. Oh, what am I doing? That does not look good. I messed up. Let me delete that. Okay, try again. All right, the next equation is y is greater than or equal to negative x plus 2, and negative 1 plus 2x. I don't like the way that looks because I like my mx plus b written. So I'm going to rewrite it 2x minus 1. Notice I took the negative with that 1. So my slope is 2 and my y-intercept is negative 1. So let's go ahead and graph it. I need 2 points. I'm going to copy and paste those points. So our y-intercept is at negative 1. Our slope is up 2 over 1. What do you notice about these lines? How are they going to be?
Parallel.
Parallel, yep. Their slopes are the same, so they're parallel. There we go. So it is a solid line, so I'm going to write solid on here. And then how is it going to be shaded?
Below.
Greater than, above.
High school teachers, I'm sorry for this interruption, but the FFA.
Okay, so let's do our polyline, and we're going to do above this other one. Okay, how's that look?
Pretty good.
So in between the two lines is our solution set. So let's do a little text box and write solution. I'm going to make it bold so it sticks out. Kind of turn it and put it in between. There we go. So the solution set is between those two. Let me make it a little bigger. There's like this little anchor point that sticks out from the top. So that is our solution between the two lines. All right, our last example. Let's go ahead and write these down. So this would be number 2. Example number 2. So we have 5x minus 2y is less than 6. So we need to solve this for y. So what do we have to do to solve it for y? Minus 5x. Minus 5x. Negative 2y is less than negative 5x plus 6. And then what?
Divide by negative 2. Why?
Divide by that negative 2. What happens when I divide by a negative 2, though? Yeah, flip that sign. So this becomes y is greater than negative over negative, positive. So it's 5 over 2 x Can't reduce that. And we always want to leave our slope as a fraction, rise over run. Then what about positive 6 over negative 2? Negative 3, yep. So then our slope is 5 over 2. And our y-intercept is negative 3. And is this going to be solid or dashed? Dashed. So it's just greater than, so that's why it's dashed. It doesn't have the or equal to. And then greater than means above or below? Above. I need a point. For the negative 3, negative 1, 2, 3. And then we rise 5, run 2. Rise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 2. And it's dashed. Okay. Kind of tricky to get it in there the right way. Okay, and then dashed in above. So do your polyline. So above, would that be more on the left or more on the right?
On the left.
Left. Great job. And the next one is y is greater than negative x plus 1. What is our slope? Negative 1. What is our y-intercept?
1 over 1.
1. And dashed or solid? Dashed. And then greater than means what? Above or below? Above. All right, so we plot our point at positive 1. Then we do down 1, right 1. We need a line. You can take this line and you can make it dash. Just by clicking on the line and then changing it to dash. Did y'all see how I changed it? You go up here to this option. Because they're both dash. All right. So we need to get on that line. It is definitely tricky getting it on there. There we go. Extend that. There we go. Okay, and then we want to do the polyline and shading above. So is that going to be on the left or on the right?
Right.
Above?
Yeah.
Think about your, oh yeah. Sorry, I was looking at the other one. Yes, it is to the right. Good job. and type the solution set where they intersect. I'm just going to grab this. And drag it over here. Okay, so we are done with these slides. So make sure that all of the slides are completed through this slide 18. Once you're finished with those slides, you can turn them in. We're going to start a new digital journal tomorrow. I'm going to pass out the assignment and put it on Google Classroom also. So we are done with the notes.